It's going to be the biggest game in the World Cup.
Trust me, whole Manchester will be blocked with the people. I don't think there'll be many cars on the road.
Both the team, it's not about winning or losing, it's about more than that.
It's emotional. I mean, I get people in Pakistan telling me, don't matter if you win the World Cup, we could just got to beat India.
The people back home, they think it's a war, but it is just a game. You win some.
Safran takes the catch, it's all over. Pakistan win.
And you lose some.
It's caught! India have won!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dork Entertainment, DE Sports, representing or presenting today's Men's World Cup Cricket Pakistan vs India match pre-game discussion. On the line today, we've got Sumit at Lords. Sumit, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm actually at Old Trafford, not at Lords.
Oh, you're at Old Trafford today. Oh,
yeah, that's where the match is.
shifted,
That'd be pretty helpful. But yeah, it's pretty dark and gloomy here. So yeah. Let's see how it goes.
So, two big rivals up today, but the only sport today can be the weather. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the weather here. Now, it's forecast for patchy rain. So at the moment, it's just cloudy, so there's no rain at the moment. Fingers crossed it stays that way.
Yeah, there was some earlier rain early in the morning. But yeah, the forecast is for there to be a start. And yeah, so 10 o'clock to about 2 o'clock is when the rain is going to come. And yeah, we'll just sort of see how strong it is, because it might be one of those annoying drizzles that just stays the whole day, which would ruin such a big occasion. This is a mega clash. Yeah, and there's also some criticism from Gavaskar overnight in regards to the ECB and how they didn't really cover the whole ground. And here's a fair point. Here's a fair point. I don't really agree with Gavaskar on too many things, but definitely on that. I don't know why this is a mega clash and they didn't cover the whole ground. It's ridiculous.
But I'm just having a look at the weather here. So it's got here 9, 10, 11, cloudy.
Yeah.
12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, showers. And then from 2 p.m. onwards, it looks like it is... the sun is going to come out a little bit, so it is going to be a little bit cloudy. But the rain will return at about 6 o'clock for about an hour, so it's going to be on and off, I think. Start-stop sort of game. So we will probably get at minimum at least 20 overs in.
Let's make it a T20. If I'm being honest, let's just make it a T20. Get an actual game out of this. This is a big clash. You know, more than 500,000 people tried to get tickets to this match, sold out within 48 hours. It's a mega clash, and the fact that the planning has been sort of substandard is, and the fact that there's no reserve days. The ICC is being criticised heavily for that as well. So I don't know.
The truth of the matter is, though, when do they ever cover the whole ground? I've never seen. a ground fully covered.
I've seen it on a couple of occasions, actually. I've seen it sometimes in India and Sri Lanka, sometimes in Australia even. It's just, I don't know. It's the fact that it's been raining all week. I'd rather cover the whole ground if it's been raining all week. What's the harm? It seems like yesterday when I saw them at the nets, it just seemed like there was a couple of puddles out there as well. Like, I just don't. It's poor planning on the ICC for me.
But I mean, regardless, they'd have the Super Sopper out early morning, clearing the rain. And the rain, it wasn't raining overnight, so it should help it dry up as well. I think they would be working around the clock to try to get this game, started at least. So we'll just look at the stats for a second here before we, get any further into the analysis of this game. India are currently 6-0 against Pakistan in World Cup games, so they'll be hoping to make that 7-0 today. So that's a benefit, a positive for India. But positive for Pakistan is overall in ODIs, I believe Pakistan have 70-odd wins against India's 50-odd wins. So they do have an advantage overall.
Yeah, we can't forget also in ICC tournaments, if we're trying to play a recent sort of form as well. ICC tournaments, Pakistan has the recent win in the Champions Trophy final in 2017 as well. One that India would want revenge for. But
what about the Asia Cup? Is the Asia Cup considered a ICC
No, it's not.
event?
That's more of, I think, the Asian Cricket Council.
Okay.
If I'm remembering correctly. But yeah,
right.
Yeah, the ICC tournaments, Pakistan have the latest win. So that's going to be interesting.
Yep.
So, we'll see how that goes. The recent form, though, of both teams, Pakistan has sort of been topsy-turvy in this tournament, where they've won a game against England. I don't know how. England's one of the top teams in this tournament, and they've lost. Like, when they've lost, they've really lost. They've lost against West Indies pretty badly. The game against Pakistan, the game against Australia was okay, I thought, but there were some flashes of brilliance. But really, to drop 5 catches in that innings of Australia's was ridiculous. And that just sort of sums up the whole sort of Pakistan team, in that, it can be ridiculous one day and brilliant the other. So we don't know which Pakistan we're going to be facing.
Yeah, the Pakistan fan in the crowd with his hands on his hips pretty much sums up.
Yeah, he won the World Cup for me.
the way
That
everyone's
was
feeling.
possibly the greatest moment so far of the World Cup. The fans' expression. And I think they interviewed him later on, saying that he didn't want to bag out the fielder because he knew that the fielder recently suffered a tragedy. I think it was Asif Ali, was it? Or I think it must have.
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, that was such a great moment in the World Cup. It was pretty funny.
So we look at the teams. They haven't been named yet, obviously, but look, to be honest, I don't think the teams they're going to make too many changes. They are probably going to. It is probably going to be a bit of a dry pitch, but I think they are expecting a bit of swing early on. So to be honest, I don't think they are going to make much change to their sides.
Well, obviously with India, Shikhar Dhawan is out. So we could possibly see Dinesh Karthik, or maybe if they want to play the extra bowler, Vijay Shankar, the all-rounder, he could come into play. Rishabh Pant has flown over there, so he's there. I don't know whether they'll blood him in this match. That'd be pretty crazy to play him in this match. After just being
I don't know if they
playing.
can actually, because I think they have to name him in the squad, and that means Shikhar Dhawan has to be out for the whole tournament.
Yeah, that's right, true.
But I think they are expecting at some point in the second half of the tournament he will come back.
Yeah, so he's more of a backup.
To be honest, he's got a fracture in his hand. I really think that they should replace him, because it's going to be very difficult for him to come back even towards the finals.
Yeah.
And
the interesting thing as well is KL Rahul is actually now going to be moved from number 4 spot to opening. So he's a natural opener, so that's his natural spot. But in the tournament, he's been playing at number 4, and recently he's been playing at number 4. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there as well.
Yeah. We always talk about India's batting, so we all know the lineup is going to be Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul at the top. That's going to be an important pair, and then Virat Kohli coming in after that.
Yeah.
So after that, it depends what they go with. Dinesh Karthik, MS Dhoni, and after that is Hardik Pandya, I think. So depends what combination they actually go with.
I'm actually a big proponent of sending Dhoni up the order. So
I think if they pick Vijay Shankar, I think Dhoni will definitely go up the order.
Have to go up the order. So I'll have it as you have Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, and you have Kohli. And then I would put at number 4. I would put Dhoni, and then Shankar, and then the rest. So that would be the way I'd go for that top 5.
Yeah, and looking at Pakistan, look, I think Pakistan, Mohammad Amir has obviously been the pick of the bowlers.
Yeah, I actually saw an interesting stat where he's actually averaging something close to, I think it was 12 in the tournament, which is incredible. Because the rest of his his team is averaging 55 as bowlers, so it seems like the only person that is really informed for the Pakistani bowlers. But he's going to be a dangerous customer.
I think that that innings of 5 for 30 has really helped his stats.
Yeah, it did. No, but he's had a good tournament.
Against Australia.
He's really he bowls well every time. So every time he's in England. So.
His wicket tally has been overtaken now by the Australian pair.
Oh, okay.
So the Aussie fast bowlers are now leading the number of wickets in the tournament so far, whereas he was leading before that.
Yeah, true.
So I mean, Wahab Riaz, he's on and off as well.
Yeah.
He's, it's hard to tell. The only real person I can see that will trouble India is. Possibly Mohammad Amir if he's on his game on the day.
Yeah, Mohammad Amir, and also I've been hearing talk that Shadab Khan actually might be playing. So Shadab Khan, if we remember, was had a pretty good match in the Champions Trophy final against India. So possibly Shadab Khan we could see play
for Asif Ali.
Yeah, possibly for Asif Ali. Yeah.
After his performance in the last match.
Yeah, he dropped a lot of catches. But yeah.
So look, that's going to be an interesting battle. I think it's going to be. We always talk about India versus Pakistan. Yeah. It's always a battle of Pakistan's bowlers versus India's batters. That's usually what it is. Yeah. But Pakistan have improved their batting slightly. They are building a combination there, and India's bowling is also developed into a really strong attack.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much
that's interesting because
up on the day.
It's always been sort of pitched as Pakistan's bowlers against India's batsmen, but India's strength has just gone up in all departments. So the fielding, the bowling, and the batting, they're all working at the top notch at the moment. Pakistan's bowling is apart from Mohammad Amir is a bit iffy. Their batting is okay. Babar Azam is actually a really good player. I think he's poised for a good game as well. So, but the danger man is going to be Fakhar Zaman. If we remember from the Champions Trophy again,
excuse me, Samita, it's PG. We can't swear on the show.
Fakhar Zaman, yes. So,
right.
Yes. So he's not had a great tournament. He's averaging 18 at the moment, but. He just seems like someone that's going to explode, and I hope it's not today.
Well, just having a look at the press conference quotes. So we've got Virat Kohli saying, "Watch and enjoy. It's just a cricket match."
Yeah. So what Virat Kohli likes to do ahead of as I've noticed a lot of India Pac matches is he likes to take the emotion out of it for his players, basically. For the fans, it's great. We love it. It's mega clash, and all this sort of stuff. There's a lot on the line. But for him and his team, he likes to take the emotion away because at the end of the day, it is a cricket match between bat and ball.
Yeah.
And he just
he's
wants
also
to
been
focus
quoted
on
as
that.
saying,
and that's a good way to go.
He's also been quoted as saying, so no single game is more important than the other. So. Yeah. Cricketers have been selected to play for the country are responsible for treating every game equally.
Yeah, every game should be like when you're representing India, every game should feel like an India Pac game. So that's how he wants to run his team. That's good for him. We see a lot of the Paki players who actually, if we just noticed that video package that earlier was on. They're really playing into the emotion as well. Even Mickey Arthur was saying that it's a big clash, it's an emotional game. So that's an interesting thing. So Pakistan, probably if they do play on that emotion, could actually play even better. They usually do when they play an emotion. So interesting approaches from two teams.
Yeah, so there is a big build up to this game. I mean, obviously there's been a little bit of, nitty gritty happening between, politics happening between India and Pakistan in the last couple of months. And this match was, in doubt at some point because of the politics. But
after all those, all the stuff that was going on early in the year with India and Pakistan around February-ish, it's just seems like that sort of died down a bit, and just get to the cricket, which is the best part of it all. But
which is what it is.
The other day, I saw that ad that the Pakistani channels ran about the match and the whole Abhinandan thing as well. So that was kind of tasteless, but I guess it just adds a bit more fire to the build-up. So it's interesting.
I mean, this all stems down to that Mocha ad back in 2015, and I think that really burnt a lot of the Pakistanis.
They really got salty
wanted to get
after
back.
that. They really did
they
get
very
salty. But even the latest ad, I think Star Sports put out, but the whole Barp thing, was interesting as well.
But my favourite is still the Mocha ads.
The Mocha ones are pretty good.
So it's going to be an interesting game. Hopefully we get a start on time. They're probably going to have the toss soon. So I read an interesting stat the other day that we're showing on Google. The stats for the Google search for Manchester weather, and it was over the last couple of months. It was a flat line, and all of a sudden it's like a spike.
Yeah, I must have checked it today at least 20 times. So it is really gloomy here, but I still want to see whether we can get a game today. Fingers are crossed. So
I think all Indians and Pakistanis around the world are checking the weather every hour. Just to see what we're up to. But at the moment there's no rain, so we will probably get a start, hopefully, if the ground condition is good. Hopefully we get a start on time. So you have anything else to say? Any last comments before we head into the game?
Atmosphere is building here, and just can't wait for at least the start. I'm not sure whether we get the full game, but I guess the first couple of hours would be great atmosphere here.
Yep, and it should be a good game. I think it should be an excellent game. The last couple of games have been a bit lopsided towards India, but this is the World Cup, so it's different. I think the stakes are on the line at the moment. Both teams desperately want to win. They want to get one up on each other. So it should be a cracking game.
Yep, cool.
Yep, so guys, enjoy the game. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoy the game. We hope we do get a full game, but that probably looks unlikely, but let's see how we go. Let us know in the comments below what you're looking forward to most in this game. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and hit the little notification bar at the bottom as well if you get a chance to get notified of any new videos. So enjoy the game.
Peace.